The art of war is of vital importance to the state. It is a matter of life and death, a road either to safety or to ruin. So begins one of the most famous works on strategy ever written. Though it emerged over 2,500 years ago from the philosophical mind of the ancient Chinese strategist Sun Tzu, the opening line to his treatise, "The art of war," still carries incredible weight today. Because while the contexts have dramatically shifted from medieval Chinese warfare to modern corporate battles, technological arms races, and digital disruptions, the fundamental importance of having a superior game plan remains unchanging and utterly vital. Get the strategy piece wrong and risk being utterly routed and ruined by more adept rivals. It's this ultra-high-stake reality that makes Sun Tzu's very first chapter on laying plans required reading for any general, be it on the battlefield or in the boardroom. Within its packed passages are seeds of wisdom, offering a masterclass on the cyclical real work of strategic formulation. Accounting for the factors within and beyond your control. According to the master strategist, any leader must rigorously evaluate and navigate the complexities of 5 interrelated constant factors that ultimately determine strategic success or failure. 1. The moral law. Having a noble, inspiring cause that rallies people's committed support. He cites how a virtuous, benevolent ruler who upholds justice can inspire citizens to follow him regardless of their lives, undismayed by any danger. An incredibly powerful motivating force. 2. Heaven. Understanding the dynamic external forces and trends that are beyond your control, like the economy, new technology advancements, changing consumer tastes, trade policies, weather patterns, etc. As Sun Tzu puts it, this includes dynamic elements like night and day, cold and heat, times and seasons. 3. Earth, the permanent foundational realities and existing infrastructure or regulations within which you must operate. Things like established transportation or logistics networks, manufacturing facilities, intellectual property laws, geographical barriers or choke points, etc. 4. The commander, the judgment, wisdom, and leadership qualities of the person in charge. Sun Tzu prioritized traits like courage to embrace calculated risks, discipline to stay focused, decisiveness to act swiftly, and humility to continue learning. 5. Method and discipline. The organizational design, processes, supply chains, and operational controls in place to execute the strategy. This includes factors like how teams or subdivisions are structured, how roles or responsibilities are defined, quality or productivity management, financial controls and budgetary oversight, etc. Overlooking any of these factors, whether it's the moral motivation, environmental forces, operational realities, leadership, or execution capabilities, creates a vulnerability that can lead to failure and defeat. As Sun Tzu bluntly warns, "He who knows them will be victorious. He who knows them not will fail." The 7 strategic questions. To evaluate your strategic situation versus your competitors or enemies, Sun Tzu prescribes analyzing 7 key questions. 1. Which side has greater moral authority and public support? For example, whose brand reputation, corporate citizenship, and values resonate more? Who is seen as more trustworthy? 2. Which leader shows better judgment and decision-making abilities? Considerations like crisis management, strategic vision, ability to see the bigger picture and make tough choices. 3. Which side takes better advantage of external environmental conditions, like being optimally positioned to capitalize on industry disruption, new technologies, or social trends? 4. Where is operational discipline and control more rigorous? Strength of processes, quality standards, supply chain or inventory management, workplace productivity, etc. 5. Which force is stronger in tactical skills, resource capacity, and psychological morale or cohesion? The experience, technical capabilities, and warrior spirit of personnel. 6. Whose personnel are better trained, mentored, and led by talented management? Levels of coaching, learning programs, competent leadership developing people, etc. 7. Which side incentivizes high performance more consistently? Systems like compensation, recognition, accountability, and promoting based on merit. Honestly assessing these questions forces you to deeply examine the moral or cultural, psychological, external, environmental, operational or executional and leadership dimensions. Only through such a multifaceted analysis can you accurately forecast victory or defeat. The role of deception in shaping perception. Of course, one of Sun Tzu's most famous strategic principles is that all warfare is based on deception. The master took the view that alongside rigorously planning for realistic situations, the skilled general must also simultaneously work to shape and distort the opposition's perception of those situations. In one breath, Sun Tzu advocates displaying overt marketing of force. If he is secure at all points, be prepared for him. But in another, he counsels proactively masking your true capabilities and intentions through disinformation and illusion. If your opponent is of choleric temper, seek to irritate him. Pretend to be weak, that he may grow arrogant. The end goal, according to the sage, is to regularly attack him where he is unprepared and appear precisely where you are not expected. To that end, he instructs leaders to hold out baits to entice the enemy and feign disorder as cunning traps. Through tactics like these, the great strategist could ingeniously dress the strategic stage exactly as required to subvert the enemy's perception of strengths, locations, capabilities, and actions. As he wisely put it with characteristic concision, these military devices, leading to victory, must not be divulged beforehand. Adaptability over rigid plans. While proposing this strategic framework, Sun Tzu stresses that no plan should be rigidly followed regardless of changing circumstances. He preaches closely monitoring not just the specific actions of the enemy, but also larger situational shifts. Examples like new disruptive technologies emerging, game-changing innovators or startups, supply chain disruptions or natural disasters, major consumer consumption shifts, regulatory policy changes, economic cycles and trends. Then, he advocates rapidly adapting your plans and strategies versus stubbornly sticking to any dogmatic stratagem that no longer aligns with new realities. Even the Duke of Wellington admitted at Waterloo, his plan completely hinged on first closely watching Napoleon's initial battlefield maneuvers before determining his strategy. In today's volatile, ambiguous and fast-paced business world, Sun Tzu's principles about rigorously planning across the moral or cultural, psychological, environmental, operational, and leadership factors, while also deceiving competitors and rapidly adjusting as needed, ring incredibly true. Those leaders who embody Sun Tzu's emphasis on thorough strategic calculations, yet extreme adaptability, best position themselves for ultimate success and victory. If you liked what you saw, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If anything resonated with you, feel free to drop your thoughts and personal stories in the comments below. Your input might just be the insight someone else needs. Here's something to keep in mind. Make a daily habit of learning something useful. Just like how you nourish your body with food, your mind needs nourishment too. Be deliberate about what you consume, because otherwise, the algorithm might start influencing your thoughts. Think about it. And hey, we're always open to welcoming subscriptions to our channel as donations to support our future upcoming projects and bring you top-tier content. Join our community by subscribing today.